All right, so it's story time. Um, man. So my son, I want to get back into the situation with him. Right now, he is incarcerated in the Lake County court system. All right. Now, just up until yesterday, he was calling me every day. I put some money on his book, stuff like that. But now he's not calling me. I text him on his tablet. He won't text back. And this type of stuff, man, all this happened because, you know, my wife posted something on Facebook. Okay, cool. She's entitled to say what she want to say, especially if she's not lying. She's entitled to speak facts. I've been trying to raise this boy his whole life. And his whole life, his mom has manipulated him and alienated me away from him to the point where, as a father, I have got to my point where I just got tired. I send my child support, and I really don't focus too much more on anything else but building a relationship with him. But because I know that relationship is already strained and it's only, FaceTime, or if I cash app him a couple dollars, or, outside of that, I have not been involved in his life. And so now he's in jail for driving his mother's car, which she gave him. And so anyways, make a long story short, I kind of chastised him the last time I talked to him on the phone. And he hung up. But I let him know, like, man, you tripping, bro. You tripping. And you in this situation, and you going to take this narrative and try to rock out like what your mother is giving you, because she's trying to keep this narrative like, oh, because he didn't have a father and I was a poor, horrible father. I'm raising 7 kids. I have 8 kids total. 7 of my other kids I've raised. I've tried so many times. I was stabbed. If you know the situation, you know the situation. I tried to be in this boy's life. Now, financially, and a lot of people say, well, why didn't you do this? You could have did this. She would have had, we had court orders and everything. Okay? But ultimately, the courts never made her relinquish or share custody with me. And she never really was obedient when we was. Like, we was there. It was weeks that she didn't bring them. And then it was weeks when I couldn't come because of other reasons and not having a vehicle at the time, because we had a very bad car accident. But that's neither here nor there. But yeah, so now he's in jail. He won't call, and I'm just saying all of this is because his mother is leading him. And I just want to tell somebody this. If you are a mother that has a son and you can't even control your son, you have problems dealing with him, his anger, his attitude, all these things that can lead him into prison. And no matter what you have going on with that man, especially, because some of y'all, I get it, and I don't want to try to make this seem like it's just pity on the man, because it ain't. It's a lot of bad men out here that do not take care of their kids. I'm not one of them. I've never been one of them. You know what I mean? I've never been one of them. But this is the narrative that she swings and she leans to because my absence, because I'm not in the city that she's in. So it makes sense to somebody that don't know me. You know what I mean? But even when I was in the city, they know that this is not the type of person. I was taking care of him. I had him in high school. I was taking care of him from day one. You know what I mean? But, if you have a man that's trying to be a father to your child, and rather he's not paying you enough, because some of you women are not appreciative for just the child support alone. You want more money. You want extra money. See what I'm saying? And some of you women use that as a reason to keep the child away from the father. And you are doing it in some of the most impressionable years of their life, especially from the ages of 9 to 13. Those are the most impressionable years of that child's life, that little boy's life. And you're keeping them away from the father because you're bitter, because you're angry, and because you're upset. And I'm telling you, I've seen it happen. I can talk about this because I've been through it. And I'm watching my son, my youngest son, thrive at this age because of the simple fact of having his dad in his life consistently, his mom not pulling his dad away, and so I teach my sons, man, if you have a child, man, you have a son, you have kids, man, keep them all in the same oven. Keep them all from the same woman. This is why the Bible is so real, because the Bible teaches us to have one wife, be a husband of one wife. And man, I'm telling you, man, this thorn in my flesh, my God, y'all ain't saying too much. This thing is real. This thing is real, man. This woman has terrorized me and my wife for years and used my son as a pawn for years. And now I'm watching my son continue to be manipulated and used by his mother, even in his worst time, even in one of the worst times of his life. He needs he needs a word from me. But sometimes you have to let these kids, gotta let them learn, gotta let them grow. And it's crazy because we're sending one to college, but then also have one going to prison or in jail, possibly can go to prison. And then she's playing with his life. It's a lawyer that we have that's affordable, and she doesn't want to work with him now because I'm the one that introduced her to him. You know what I mean? But this is the most affordable lawyer that possibly can help rectify the situation in some form of capacity to help him get probation or whatever the case may be. But because I found him, you don't want to work with him, so you're willing to drag another lawyer out or go broke or whatever the case may be. These are the things, and when people talk about this stuff, it's real, man. Life is real. So my message, you know what I mean, I'm always going to be transparent. So my message is for any young man or young boy or a young father that's out there, man, and you hear this, you see this video, man, listen. Do not, and if you don't have no kids, first of all, make sure you know the person you laying down with. Make sure you know the woman you're putting your seed into. Make sure you know this woman. Do not go just because she's cute, just because she look good, because those looks fade away. I'm telling you, man, you need to have a real relationship with that woman before you put your child in her. And you have to understand that because, the narrative is, that's my child, that's my child, that's my child. No, that's my child. That's my child. We all know the biological format of conceiving a baby. Come on, y'all ain't saying too much. That's my child. You don't have that child y'all know the rest. And men need to start being intentional about who you put your child into. You know what I mean? And then even more so, just understand that you need to be married, man. You need to have a wife. That's the main thing. And I'm telling you because I know from experience. I'm married now for 11 years, pushing 12 years. Beautiful wife, beautiful family. But before I had a baby mama, and that baby mama has caused me hell. over the last 18 years. My son is 18 now. You know, most people that will go through this, they wouldn't even care no more because he's grown. But then again, the father in me can't let these people take my baby life without me fighting. So I just want to share this video for those who need some, motivation, some encouragement. You think you're the only one that's dealing with something like this. You ain't the only one. There's a lot of us going through this, but we got to be strong no matter what, And so I just want to say, Big Mama and them ain't do that. Back in the day, Big Mama and them, when them boys got to the point where they didn't listen to Big Mama sent them over there to Uncle Charlie. Yeah. And rather her and Uncle Charlie was together or not, Big Mama say, y'all gonna go stay over there with your granddaddy. Or go over there and stay with your papa. Or stay with your daddy. Women, look at the old movie back in the day, Boys in the Hood. You know what I mean? Yeah, Trey, you gotta go with your daddy. And sometimes I know we in this age and y'all in this new age is social media and everybody independent and go get you bag. And I'm telling y'all, there's too many women out here that's dependent on child support. That's not enough. That's not enough. Like, I've been paying child support and I don't care about the child support because I still send money outside of child support because I understand child support ain't enough. But it's like you doing all of that to a man that want to be there. The man that want to raise his son. The man that begs and then caught buses and flew planes. It was times I flew a plane to go see my son. And I'd be talking to my son. Y'all don't know half of what I went through, what I've been going through. But it was times that I would call her and I'd be talking to my son for weeks every day, talking about, hey, man, I'm coming to Florida. We're going to have a good time, da-da-da-da. And then, boom, I get on the plane Friday. And when I get off the plane, I call him. He don't pick up. All day Friday, don't pick up. He know I'm coming. We done planned, did everything. Saturday come, he don't pick up. Sunday come, he don't pick up all day Sunday. I get back on the plane Monday. Monday, I get off the plane in Chicago. The boy called me. He the first person that called me. You can't tell me it's not calculated. You can't tell me, you know what I mean, this ain't manipulation and alienation. This is what it is. And young man, be mindful, man. Pay attention. Don't just go because I'm telling you, because you don't want to go through this. You don't want to have a child out there that you have no rights to. And the child thinks you're the problem when the whole time is his mom. This woman got three different, yeah, man, just come on, man. It's three of us. You see what I'm saying? Lord help us, man. Lord help me. But yeah, man, hey, man, just being transparent, parent, just being transparent. It's a transparent moment. And I don't care about what nobody think or how y'all feel. You know what I mean? I listen, man, y'all know me. This is what it is, man. And all I'm trying to do is be there for my child.